carved out of oak. But this is a model acorn. You know, an acorn has inside of it a pattern plan. That pattern plan controls the vibratory rate of the acorn. So the acorn can only grow into one thing, what it's programmed to grow into. Well, you know, we have a program much like the pattern plan that's in the acorn. Only the people that wrote the code for that acorn really did not know what they're doing. They really didn't know what they're doing. So another way to look at this could be, this is an owner's manual for a new human being. And since the people that brought us into this world really didn't program us for the life that we want, we've got to rewrite the program. Now, I'm going to show you how to write the code to create the program to live the life you really want to live. Think of this for a moment. Have you ever wondered why really brilliant people are struggling all the way from the cradle to the casket? You think they're so smart. Why aren't they rich? If they're so bright, why are they working so hard for so little, for so long? See, there's answers to those questions. I was puzzled. When I was 26 years old, I'd been doing what a lot of people did, nothing. I was going in the wrong direction. And I often say I was picking up speed, but I was definitely going in the wrong direction. And I left school. I only went to high school for a couple of months. I never had a half-decent job. I was 26 years old, and I met a man that sat down with me, and he said, "Bob, why don't you change your results?" Well, you know, results were something I never really thought about. Take a look at how happy are you? What kind of money are you earning? How do you spend your days? Who are you mixing with? What are your friends like? You know, that's all dependent on this code that we've got within us, this program. Because everything that comes into our life comes in an orderly way. See, this acorn can only grow into an oak tree. It'll never grow into a maple tree or a cherry tree. It can only grow into an oak tree, and that is because the acorn does not have the ability to rewrite the code. And it'll always only grow into one thing, an oak tree. Now, if it's planted in a proper environment and the earth's looked after properly, it'll grow into a good big oak tree and produce many, many acorns. We have a program in us, and it was built genetically, first of all, before we were even born. This, if you stop and really think about your life, why you're doing what you're doing, why you're living the way you're living, why don't you live the way you really want to live, you're going to realize that you have been programmed by your parents, first of all, genetically. That's how you got here. A little bit of energy from mom, a little bit of energy from dad, came swimming along and fell in love, and that was the nucleus of you. And then 280 days later, you made your appearance on the planet. Now, if you look really carefully, you very likely look like some of your relatives. It may be your mother or dad, or it could be your grandparents, might even be an aunt or an uncle. But we do resemble our relatives, and that is because there's a genetic strain there. And that genetic strain dictates the form of our body, the size of it, and how we live, how we act. And then after we're born, we are exposed to an environment. And our subconscious mind is wide open. It's like a cup. And information starts to go in. You'll hear people spelling to each other so the baby doesn't hear them or the kids don't hear them. You know, it's so silly. It's the energy that we're transmitting. And whatever's going on in our mind is going right into that child's mind. When you have a brand new baby, that baby is like a fresh piece of clay. And every thought we think and every move we make is molding that clay. Make no mistake about it. That's the way it is. Now, I could go back and tell you how the program in me was built, circumstance it was built under, and was during a depression. And then as a little kid, we moved into the First World War, Second World War, and things happened. But it was in 1961 when I met a man and he gave me Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. Now, fortunately for me, I did exactly as he suggested, and everything in my life started to change. I was so fascinated with the information he was giving me and what it was doing in my life that I couldn't stop reading about it. I couldn't stop listening to it. I was listening to recordings, going to seminars, reading books, and my life was changing so fast. Now, what I really learned through that is that a person's life can change very fast. It doesn't have to take years or months or even weeks. It can change just like that. But it doesn't happen by accident. It happens by law. This whole universe operates by law. It operates in a very orderly way. Like winter never follows winter. Think about it. When the tide goes out, it always comes back in. Well, this is an expression of the laws that govern the universe. In fact, Dr. Wernher von Braun, who was the father of the space program, an absolutely brilliant man, scientist, he said that the natural laws of this universe are so precise that we don't have any difficulty building spaceships, sending people to the moon, and we can time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second. Now think. Some people refer to the laws as God's modus operandi. Well, you know, you and I can learn these laws, and then we can learn how to live in harmony with them. And when we do, everything starts to happen in a very good way. Now think of this for a moment. I have this on my desk all the time, and I have it there for a reason. Let the sand represent your life. The sand in the bottom of the glass would represent the past. And the sand in the top of the glass would represent the future. Now, there's nothing you can do about the past. That is gone. Too many people spend their time living there, wishing they had done this or wishing they had done that. It's gone. And here's the beautiful truth. Let me use the Born Rich or the Think and Grow Rich book here to show you you don't know how much sand is in the top of the glass. Now, you may think you have a lot, you only have a little. When I was a little kid, my grandmother pretty well raised me, and Grandma was always saying, I'll soon be gone, dear, I'll soon be gone. She started that, I think, probably, when I look back, she would probably be in her 60s. You know, Grandma lived to be 94. And one night the angels came and just took her away. I don't think Grandma ever even gets sick. See, Grandma thought she had a little bit of sand in the top of the glass. She actually had quite a bit. Another 34 years. The abutment of a concrete.
All right, guys, we're going to get this call started in 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So take this time to spread the word all over your group chats, your telegrams, and let everybody know that Mornings with Nano is live, guys. Mornings with Nano is live. I'm super blessed and super excited to be on this call with all of you guys. We're going to start at 10:15. Spread the word, and let's get it rocking, fam.
Concrete bridge, and his life was snuffed out like that. It was a real shock at that age of my life. If you had asked Bob a half hour before how much sand he had left, he probably would have said at least a half a century. He didn't have a half an hour. And what's the point here? Here's the point. The only time you've got is right here, right now. So being worried about the past or the future is foolish. If we make up our mind, we're going to do what we feel is the best thing for us right now, we're going to have a pretty good life. Now, this program that I'm going to run, I'm going to stream it right into your house or into your computer. Here I have a little pad. You probably have one of these somewhere. And you could get it on this. Wouldn't matter where you are. I will do this seminar right onto your pad. You see, my company, the Proctor Gallagher Institute, built this studio around 3 years ago. It's actually a television station. We have multiple cameras in here and controls. We can broadcast all over the world from here. And we're going to be doing the Paradigm Shift Seminar from in here. See, a paradigm is a multitude of ideas in your subconscious mind that somebody else.
All right, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Grand Rising and happy Monday, family. I am so excited and so blessed to be here with each and every single one of you guys. I hope that all of you guys are having an amazing day filled with love, filled with abundance, filled with gratitude. I know I am. Big happy smiles. Let's see those big happy smiles. Yes, 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 yes. Life is blessed. Life is great. As you guys can see, I got my hair cut, so I'm not looking as scruffy as I was looking the last, few weeks. But when you're in that grind, when you're in that mode, you forget about those things and you're really just 100% locked in. I took a little bit of a social media cleanse. The last, I wouldn't say 48 hours, but I would say, pass me the thing so I can clean this a little bit. I would make sure that I took a little bit of a social media cleanse because I wanted to make sure that, I just took some time to just be more present in the moment with everything. I feel so amazing. Even though I haven't posted in the last 36, 40 hours, I did do my morning routine yesterday on Sunday. And I did do it this morning. I'm going to be posting again right after mornings with Nano, and I'm going to be launching, my e-commerce business again going into September. So, I wanted to just reset the algorithm and make sure that, you guys were just aware of what I was doing as well. But right now I'm at 36 days. How many days are you at right now? How many days into your routine are you in? Because I'm at 36 days and I am feeling so amazing, so blessed. It feels like just the other day I was at 21 days, right? And, it just feels so good to be on this run. Still haven't taken a day off, still haven't gone a day without, doing my thing. So, I'm feeling good. This week I reached 40 days, man. I'm gonna be 40 days in. That's pretty good, dude. I'm really, really proud of myself at the fact that we've been able to go this long. Just look at everybody in here. Some people got a week, some people are at 29 days. Shout out to you guys. 29 days, about to hit the 30 days. Right? 36 days, 69 days, 37 days, 45 days. Let's go, Dominique. Right? 15 days, day 5. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 21 days. Shout out to Mary. I'm completing the second test. There we go. There we go. There we go. Awesome, guys. Well, look, man, I am just so blessed and so grateful to be on this call with all of you guys. I know how important it is for us to stay consistent, and it's a true honor to be on this call with all of you, and excited to teach you guys one of my favorite lessons to teach, which is the flower process. It's a process that a lot of us got to understand, and I want to make sure that we do so. But before we do so, let's just practice gratitude for a quick 60 seconds so we can, get the word out. But, I am grateful for God. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for my mom, my dad, my little brother, my goddaughter, Dariana. I'm extremely grateful for, my leaders and the team and the whole organization. I'm extremely grateful for Katie and everything that she does for me. I'm extremely grateful for her. I'm grateful for my brother KD, who's here with me. I'm grateful for the whole Mornings with Nano community, my mentors. I'm grateful for the roof over my head, the food I get to eat on a day-to-day basis. I don't know if you guys know, but I also went to the Bad Bunny concert yesterday, which was super lit. We actually went to the Bad Bunny concert yesterday, me, Darwin, and my boy Adonis, which was amazing, dude. Bad Bunny absolutely blew the cap off the roof in Yankee Stadium. So I'll post some videos from that today as well. I didn't get a chance to post that all yesterday, so you guys don't know what I did. So it was just super dope to see Bad Bunny in person. It was a great experience for sure. And just excited for everything, fam. Really excited for everything that's coming for us. So let me just go live right here on IG, and let's get this call started. What does your shirt say? My shirt says no sleep till 8 Fest. 8 Fest is an NFT event. There we go. Okay, awesome. So let's get this call started. It is 10:20. It is the perfect time for us to grow, for us to elevate. And I am really looking forward to today's call, right? So let's get this call up and started, all right? So today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite topics. You know, Mondays, I usually like to start off my calls with a call that can help you get your week started, right? I'm a very intentional person. I just don't like to come up here and do any topic on a Monday, right? I want to make sure that the topic I do on a Monday is a topic that can help you set intentions for the week, and you understand and are reminded of what is important going into this next week, right? So, you know, I brought it over to Zoom because with this training right here, the flower process, I need my whiteboard. Okay. And I know you guys love when I bring out the whiteboard. So, you know, I'm excited that, you know, you guys are on this call today because I am going to be dropping some sauce for you. For my people who like to draw, for my people who are visual learners, put a 2 in the chat box if you are a visual learner, right? If you are a visual learner, type a 2 in the chat box, right? Because I'm a visual learner. I learn through visuals. I'm a very visual person, right? So let's see right here. Okay, so today's thing is called the flower process, today's topic. Now, in this topic, you're gonna have to draw. Okay, so for my people who, you know, are here, get ready to draw. Okay, we're gonna make a quick description. Okay, so I want you guys to draw up with me. Okay, it may take me a few minutes to draw the full description of what I want to draw, but you guys will get the point, okay? Okay, let me see. Be ready right here, fam, okay? So give me a quick sec to draw this because obviously we need to draw this, but as I'm doing it with you guys, I want you guys to do it as well, right? I want you guys to do it as well. Do it with me so that way you guys can, you know, get the concept of it, okay? This is very important, okay? Let me just draw this out. It's one of my favorite trainings, guys. So I'm glad that you guys are on this call. All right, so let me just do this last one right here. Don't make fun of my drawing, please. It's kind of hard to draw with these Zoom tools, you know, so you know, I'm doing my best as we go right here and stuff like that. You guys will get the point though. All of them have the C down here, obviously. Okay. All right, dope. So this is the drawing that you should have. You should have at least 5 little drawings. Okay. I promise you guys it'd be a lot better if I was actually drawing it myself. But this is going to be a very powerful training for a lot of you guys. Okay. So I want to make sure that you guys understand this. Okay. So there's a breakdown to this as well. So it's important that you guys understand this. So there's actually also All right, the drawing's actually not over, guys. So there's actually, you gotta put the sun over here, okay? You know, we're gonna put the way we used to draw the sun, and I don't know if you guys remember elementary school days when we used to draw the sun, and we used to put the little happy face on the sun. You remember those days? Well, we're gonna do that again here. Okay, happy sun. This is important. Okay, you guys got to see this. All right, this is key. But I promise you, this training is gonna be super, super lit. How much you selling this one piece of art, Nano? We're gonna turn it into an NFT, actually. Okay, so I think I got majority of the drawing done. Okay, I think that's majority of it. That's the foundation of the drawing. So if you're on this call, do your best to draw this up. Okay. So now there's something called sway, okay? Sway. I want you to type sway at the top over here so you can have it right there, and then we'll break down what this is. Okay, now I have a question for you guys. All right. I have a real question for you guys, for all of y'all. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, quick question. All right, out of these 5 processes, okay, out of these 5 processes, which one is the most important right here? Out of these 5, number 1 through 5, which one is most important? Okay. Which one is most important? Okay, I just want to see right here. Let's see. I want to see the numbers. What number is the most important out of all of these? Let's see. Damn, you guys are smart, bro. You guys are smart. You guys are pretty smart. It's funny because every time I do this, everybody says number 5 is the most important. Everybody always says number 5 is the most important. So I wanted to test you guys really quick, but okay. So number 1 is the most important, okay? So I'm glad that you guys got that right. Number 1 is the most important. Now, why is number 1 is the most important? Because number 1 is your foundation. Number 1 is the seed, okay? And this is super, super key that all of you guys understand this, okay? This is so important. Now, you guys got to remember one of 2 things, okay? The conscious mind, okay, in this example is you, right? The conscious mind in this example is you, which you are the gardener. You are the gardener, all right? The subconscious mind is the soil. Okay, I want you guys to write that down and remember that. That's mad important right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put that over here to the corner. Okay, the conscious mind is you, okay, and the subconscious mind is the soil. Okay, now you guys got to remember this. Everything starts with us. We are the seed. Okay, now the flower process is used to describe our growth in this journey. Okay, and at the end of the day, unless we truly understand our process, we will never, ever, ever be able to accomplish much in life, because the process is the key to accomplishing what we want in life. A lot of individuals forget that the destination isn't what's going to bring happiness. The journey is what brings happiness. And we all got to remember that, okay? Number 5 isn't going to bring us happiness. The journey from 1 through 5 is what brings us happiness, okay? Going from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 is what brings us the happiness, not just number 5. Because a lot of people, what we tend to do is we say, hey, when I get to number 5, I'll be happy. When I'm a full grown flower, I'll be happy. But the thing is that you got to be happy along the way. You got to enjoy the process along the way. You got to understand that everything in life is a process. You don't plant the fruit. You don't plant the seed today and eat the fruit tomorrow. Okay. You got to enjoy the journey. You got to love the journey. You have to enjoy the process. Okay. So the process is broken down into what we call sway. SWEY. Okay. Sway. Now, when it comes to sway, okay, the S, okay, is the sun as an example. Okay. The sun is the energy that you give on a day-to-day basis. If you think about this, now I want you guys to think about this. The seed is you. That seed is you. All right. Now, I need you guys to truly get this because this is so important what I'm about to break down to you guys. And it's going to make a lot of sense once I do. Okay. You guys are going to be mind blown by this idea. So you got to remember that the sun is energy. Okay. The sun is the energy. Everything starts with the sun. If there's no sun, if there's no energy, there is no soil, there is no nothing. Nothing will grow if there's no sun, right? If the sun was to disappear today, all the living things on this earth will die. Okay. But in the concept of ourselves, the energy comes from us. So what is your energy on a day-to-day basis? Okay. Are you going outside and are you putting yourself in a position to learn more, to elevate more, to give out good energy? Because like we always say, guys, your energy introduces you before you ever do. Your energy introduces you before you introduce. So how do you feel this morning? What is your energy this morning? Type it in the chat box. Describe in one word, okay, what is the energy you feel this morning? Okay. Describe that energy to me. What is the energy you have this morning? Because I don't know if you guys know, but there is a study that says that the energy that you give your plants, the energy that you give water actually shows, okay, chemically, it shows the way that the water reacts to positive energy and the way it reacts to negative energy. Okay, so your energy for the day will determine what kind of energy you are giving your seed this morning. Okay, so look, think about this, right? People said they're hopeful, they feel joy, they feel ecstatic, delicious, thriving, abundant, obsessed, blessed and grateful, relaxed, radiant, infinite, somewhat tired, but I am happy, higher vibe, creative, gratitude. You want to have high energy all throughout this journey. Because remember, your energy is a representation of the sun in a process of a growing plant. So think about it. Right now, our energy is the sun. We are the sun. We are light. We are the light to the seed. Very, very, very important that we understand that we are the light to our seed. So whatever energy we are pouring into our seed will determine the growth of the seed. Let me repeat that one more time. Whatever energy we are pouring into our seed will determine the growth of our seed. So if we are not putting good energy out this morning, guess what? We already started off pouring in the wrong energy into our seed. Okay, I need you all to understand that we are the light. We are the sun to our seed, which is us. Okay, remember, the conscious mind, we are the gardener. Our thoughts are the garden. Sorry, our thoughts are the ones that control what seeds are planting in the soil. So the way that we think, the energy that we give out depends, it's basically the foundation of everything. Because if you think about it, if you are the gardener and you have negative energy, okay, what kind of seeds you think you're going to plant? You're going to plant negative seeds. If you're feeling feelings of doubt, insecurity, stress, depression, fear, all of these thoughts of worry, and that's the energy that you are giving out, and you are the gardener, then guess what? You are going to plant negative seeds. You're going to plant seeds of worry. You're going to plant seeds of doubt. You're going to plant seeds of fear. Okay. And because you are the light and you are the energy, you're going to give more and more energy to those seeds that you are planting. This is how it really works. When I understood this flower process, my whole life changed. Because I understood that whatever I was going to plant and give energy to, that's what was going to grow. I'm reading this book right now, and they actually went over something the other day about the water, right? And how your vibration and the energy that you put out, okay, can be, you can actually see the molecules in the water of what positive energy does to the water and what negative energy does to the water. And it goes hand in hand with a plant, okay? Because this is what they were explaining, okay? If you guys know the answer, type it in the chat box. What percentage of our body is water? Does anybody know the exact percentage? Anybody know what the percentage of our body is water? Type it in the chat box. Give a guess if you don't know it. I have the exact number here, but give a guess as to how much percent of our body is water. Okay, let's see this. Okay, I see 75%, 89%, 70%, 75%. You guys are close. 75 to 80, 75%, 80 to 90, 86%. 85%, 75%. Anyone who said between 75 and 80%, you're right. It says the exact human body is composed of 78% water content. 78%. We are made of 78% water content. Anywhere between 75 and 80%, okay, of our body is water. Okay, now, I need you guys to understand this. This is very, very important. Okay, listen to this. Vibrations impact solid matter. The human body is composed of 78% water content. Water is highly intelligent and can form structures around frequencies, both positive and negative. Through the 1990s, frequency expert Dr. Masaru Emoto performed a series of experiences observing the physical effects of words, prayers, music, and environment on the crystalline structure of water. Emoto hired photographers to take pictures of water after being exposed to the different variables. The water was subsequently frozen to form the crystalline structures, right? So what he did was he basically had certain energies, okay, being given to the water, okay? And what he did was he would speak positive to the water and he would speak negative to the water. He would put positive music to the water and he would put negative music to the water that spoke things. And what he realized is that the structure of the water would change depending on the energy that it was being given to, okay? When it would give it nice positive energy to the water, it would form these nice, beautiful structures in the water, okay? When it was a negative energy, you would see it. It would be like a negative energy. The water would look different. It almost looks like very, it looked bad. It didn't look like a good structure when it was negative, right? And what he was explaining was that the words that we speak, the energy that we have, okay, can either clear our water, which is inside of us, or it can poison our body. The energy that we vibrate on, the energy that we have, okay, will determine a lot of us, the way that we speak to water. Because think about it. Just because we're not directly speaking to this water bottle right here as an example, right? Let me unshare this really quick so I can give you guys an example, right? Just because I'm not directly speaking to this bottle of water, right? If I were to speak positively to this bottle of water, the chemical, foundation of this inside, because what he said was the water has its own consciousness. Water has its own consciousness. Okay. So when I speak to it, right, you got to understand that if I speak positive to it, it will create these positive structures. But remember, we are water too. So what we speak and what we feel, all right, also creates those chemical structures inside of us. Okay. It creates it inside of us because we speak to ourselves. We self-talk to ourselves all the time. So when we say words like, I am depressed, I am stressed, I can't seem to figure it out, I am financially broke, all of these things, these are negative messages that you are sending into your body. And that energy is inside of you. And instead of that water being clean and peaceful and good, this water is off balance, is nasty, is filled with poison. Look, I can even show you some of the differences. Look, I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but look at the crystalline structure that peace created, right? But look at the word, well, I will kill you. Look at what look at that. Look at how it turned yellowish. It looks nasty, right? Look at what imagining does. Right? Look at this. Right? Look at what heavy metal music does. Look at what it does to the water, the different energies. Right? Look, this is bad energy right here. Look at what it does to the water, this bad energy right here. Right? You guys got to see this. So we got to remember that we are water. We are water. 78% of our body is water. Okay, so our energy, the words that we speak, are so valuable. It is so valuable. It is probably one of the most valuable things in this world right now. We got to remember this. And look, he says below, those were the examples of the differences in the frozen structure of the water. So what they did was they spoke negatively to it. They did all of that to it, and then they froze the water so that they can keep the structure of the water. Okay. He says water has a consciousness and it is truly beautiful. This is just one example. You can research the topic, and there's actually a book on it called The Hidden Messages in the Water. But we gotta remember this kind of information, guys. This is insane. No, I know it's insane. Like I was reading this, I was like, wow, bro. Wow, 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 wow. This is unbelievable information. So when we go back to what we're teaching right here, okay, the sun is the energy, which is us. We are the light as well. Okay, we are the gardener, okay, that's planting the seed in our subconscious mind, which is the soil. We are the ones that choose to plant certain seeds, and whatever our energy is will determine the seeds that we plant. Okay, put a 1 in the chat box if that makes sense. The energy that we vibrate on will determine the type of seeds that we will plant. Put a 1 if that makes sense. Because as long as that makes sense, I want to make sure that that makes sense for a little bit. Right? As long as this is different level information. This is different level information, I promise you guys. Now, the W in sway, okay, is the water. All right, we need water. Okay, now the water also represents something else. Okay, the water just doesn't represent water. It also represents your DMOs. Can anybody tell me what DMOs stand for? Who knows what DMOs are? Does anybody know what DMOs stand for? Okay, let's see if we know it. And who in here knows what DMOs are? DMOs are daily methods of operation. All right. DMOs are your daily method of operation. Now, I need you guys to understand this because this is very, very key. Okay. Every day, we got to water the seed. We got to water the seed at least 5 to 6 times a week. Now, guys, let me ask you guys a question. What happens if I don't water the seed? Is sun gonna be enough? What happens if I don't water my seed every day? Okay, if I don't water my seed every day, what happens to my seed? It dies. Because not only does it need the sun and my energy, but it also needs water now. Because it's not just gonna happen because I have good energy. It's not just gonna happen because I planted a seed and put water. Sorry, and because I planted a seed and gave it sun. Right? So you need to work every day. And the water in this example represents your daily methods of operations. You see, a lot of us, what we tend to do, this is what happens. A lot of us plant seeds. And we think that just because we have good energy, that the seed is going to grow. No, 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 no. We got to water that seed. We got to work every single day. We have to have the discipline that every single day we're going to go out there and water our seed. That's so important, guys. This is so key. You have to water the seed day in and day out. So every day that you wake up and you go do your morning routine and you work on your business and you do your presentations and you do your trading and you sell your products and you post on social media and you do these things, that is you watering the seed. This is you watering the seed. You can't just plant the seed and let it get sun. It'll never grow. It'll never grow. You need to make sure that not only is your seed, okay, remember, you got to make sure that the seed is not only getting sun and energy, but is also getting water. So what are your daily method of operations for today? What are you doing on a day-to-day basis to help this seed grow? Because you see, we are not physically planting a seed. We are spiritually planting a seed. And when we spiritually plant a seed, our way of nourishing that seed and making sure that that seed grows is through our daily methods of operation. What are we doing on a day-to-day basis to water that seed? Okay, and watering that seeds has to do with the actions that you take on a day-to-day basis. Daily methods of operation. Are you doing your morning routine every day? Are you posting on your social media consistently every day? Are you posting about your business? Are you sharing the plan? Are you trading? Are you studying? Are you building new streams of income? Right? Sitting at home, chilling, relaxing is not watering the seed. Not going to the gym is not watering the seed. Not doing your morning routine is not watering the seed. So the reason why you see so many people get started with this and then their dreams die is because they didn't water the seed. They didn't take no action. They had good energy, but they didn't take no action. Right? Put a 2 in the chat box if you know somebody that has great energy, but they take no action. If you know anybody that has the potential to be a beautiful flower, but they don't take no action. Right? They have great energy, but they take no action. They don't grow. They don't do the daily methods of operation. They water the seed 1 week, and then the next week they forget to water the seed. Dude, you can't forget to water the seed. Your seed is gonna die. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How are you gonna plant a seed, water it 1 week, and then the next week it dies? That's why people are doing figure eights, right? That's why we see people doing this right here. We like to call this figure eights. What do I mean by figure eights? People who do this. They go forward, right? And then they take steps back. And then they got to start all over. And then they go forward. And they're just doing figure eights over and over and over again because they plant seeds. Yo, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to do this week. I'm going to do this month. And then they forget to water the seed. So the seed dies. And then guess what? They got to plant another seed. So this is what people end up doing. And they live their whole lives doing this. Figure eights, figure eights, figure eights. They live their whole lives just doing figure eights their whole lives. Figure eights their whole lives. Boom, boom. Why? Because they never stay consistent. Your lack of consistency will lead to a life of figure eights. Your lack of consistency and discipline will lead to a life filled with figure eights because you will plant the seed, okay, and you will forget to water it. And because you forgot to water it, it died, and now you got to start all over. So next time you forget to water the seed, remember that, damn. Because you got to think about it. I planted a seed of, I want to make $50,000 a month. Boom. Number one, Nano planted a seed. Nano wants to make 50 grand a month. Perfect. Nano's energy every day has to be high. Nano's energy every day has to be incredible because I need to every day speak like I already earning that money. I have to be happy. I got to be joyful. I got to be grateful, right? Because the energy that I give to my seed will determine the seeds that I continuously plant on a day-to-day basis. Because remember, it's not just one seed. It's multiple seeds. Okay, it's multiple seeds that you plant. You plant multiple seeds, family. You need to understand this. Remember, it's a harvest. It's not just one flower. It's a garden of flowers that we're growing here. So it's not just one flower that I'm growing. So my energy every day determines the seeds that I'm planting every day. My energy for the last 36 days, I'll tell you right now, the seeds that I've been planting the last 36 days, they're happy, they're joyful, they're abundant, they're filled with wealth. My energy has been at the highest, right? I've been watering my seeds for 36 days. I haven't taken a day off. Every day I wake up, I go outside and I water my seeds every single day. Every single day. And as you start to do this, guys, you'll start to see the growth. You see, you'll go from step 1 to step 2. And this is where a lot of us start to see the growth in ourselves. I truly believe that right now I'm only at number 3. I really believe right now I just got out of number 2. I started to grow out of the soil. Okay. I was growing out of the soil now, right? I came out of the soil now and I had the little, you could start to see it growing a little bit. It just came out of the soil, right? And since I've been staying consistent, okay, I'm at right here, number 3. And to put things even more in perspective for you, right? Put it like this, the first 7 days, you'll be underground for the most part. Right here, you start to see this at about 21 days. When I got to 21 days during my consistency, I started to see myself growing. Now I'm right here, right? I'm right here. I'm pushing towards it. Okay, this one is the one that you're pushing towards right here, which in my opinion, I believe that number 4 would be like the 66 days, right? And the flower would be 90 days in. This is the process between the 21 and the 66 days right here. This is what happens between 21 and 66 days. Okay, you start to grow in this area right here. I'm in the number 3 right now. I'm growing. I'm growing right now. I'm starting to grow the leaves on the side. I'm showing up every day. Every time you stop and you let this, how think about it, guys. How dumb would I be to stop growing now? After I'm already 36 days into the process of it. I'm already more than a third of the way there. I'm more than a third of the way there. Why would I stop now? I could already see myself growing. I'm so motivated now. You ever plant something and don't you start to feel more motivated as that little plant starts to grow? Right? Anybody ever plant anything and you ever plant a flower or one of those plants that you buy online or whatever, or your mom does, and you ever see it from the beginning of it and it starts to grow? That's how it is. That's what this is right now. That's what's happening right now. You're motivated. You're like, yo, I don't want to forget to water it because I want to see how far this goes. I want to make sure that this keeps getting the sunlight because, yo, the more sunlight this gets, the more I water it, the more I speak to it. Look at how beautiful it gets. And the process of watching it grow actually motivates you and makes you feel good. So the process of watching my own self grow is keeping me happy and excited each and every single time. You see how this all correlates to life and everything in general? This is so key. Okay, and then we go to the E in sway. The E is also very important. The E stands for your environment. Your environment, family. The E has to do with your environment, fam. This is so key. The E is for environment, family. And the environment is the soil. If you're not planting your seed in the right environment, it's not looking good for you, fam. You have to have the right environment around you at all times. And what does your environment have to do with? Your environment has to do with the people you hang out with on a day-to-day basis, the people who are coming to your garden. Who are people that come to your garden? Think about this. Who are the people that you allow on a day-to-day basis to come around your garden? Got to remember this, fam. If you got people that are coming around and all they're doing is speaking negative and, they're putting their doubts and their fears on you, it's basically them stepping on your garden. Imagine people coming into your garden and as things are growing, they're stepping on them, spitting on them, throwing garbage in your garden. How would you feel? How would you feel if people came into your garden and spit in it? They threw dirt, they threw waste in your garden, garbage, stepping all over your plants, breaking them up. You will not feel good at all. Well, guess what, guys? Every time you allow somebody within your organization or anyone in your business or any one of your family, friends, or any of that stuff to speak negative and allow them to put their energy onto you, you lose. You lose, fam. You lose. You lose. Because you're letting people throw garbage in your garden. And you know what's the worst part, fam? That sometimes it's the ones that you least expected. And they do it behind your back. They do it behind your back. You're sleeping at home and they're in your garden throwing garbage in your garden, breaking up your garden, destroying your garden behind your back. I hope this is making sense. You got to be very, very careful, fam. Because as this process goes, okay, more and more people start to become jealous that your plants are growing. Because some people, they're still stuck at level 1. Remember that most people are stuck right here. Right here, look. They don't even get past 1 or 2 right here. They're stuck between the 7 days and the 21 days, between 1 or 2. People start to get jealous, bro. People start to feel some kind of way like, yo, his plant is growing, mine is not growing. People start to be like, bro, but how did you do that? Yo, it's going to rain soon. Your garden is going to get messed up. And they'll try to destroy your garden, fam. So your environment is super key. You got to protect your garden. You got to make sure that where you are planting your seeds, it's a good soil. Good soil. You got to remember this. So key. People will destroy you. People will try to destroy you. I guarantee you that. I got people on this call right now. I see my brother Big Fads on this call. He's one of my brothers, family to me. And he can tell you personally how many people have tried to destroy us because they see our plants growing. They see our seeds growing. They see our harvest coming. And they're like, nah, we don't want Fads and Nano to have that harvest. Let's start to try to throw garbage in there. Let's try to step on their garden. But we don't let it happen, fam. Because we already paying security for our gardens. We got security in our gardens. The birds can't even come because we got the scarecrows in our garden too. What you think? We got the scarecrows there just in case. We're not gonna let nobody destroy what we got coming for us. Nobody, no person, no individual, nothing. This is for my family. How if I let you destroy my garden, how my family gonna eat? That's how I treat it. If I let you destroy my garden, I'm letting you take food from my family's plate. How am I going to let you in? You're not allowed. You're not allowed in my garden. You're not even allowed back there. No cap. Only if you are valid and qualified can you come around me. No cap. Because remember, the words that people speak, whether it's directly or indirectly, they chemically affect your body. Because remember, we are water. 78% of our body is water. So whatever we speak to the water, it starts to chemically form the vibration of it. So I can't have anybody around me that speaks negative and that doubts themselves and that has fears, insecurities. I can't have that around me. Got to know this stuff. Your environment is everything, bro. I know people that put in the work. I know people that have great energy, but you know what the problem is? They're not in the right environment. And that's a fact. I know people who would be way more successful in life if they were in a better environment. Most of us on this call, all right, including myself, if I didn't get out of my environment, I don't think I would have gotten as far as I've gotten today if I didn't get out of my environment. I had to change my environment. I had to make massive sacrifices to leave my environment. Massive sacrifices. And sometimes that's what it takes. Any opportunity I got to leave my city, I will leave. Event in Arizona, I'm there. You see, if you guys know about this event happening in Arizona and you're not going to this, you're making one of the biggest mistakes in the world. Seriously. If you're a part of my company and you are not going to Arizona, you are making one of the biggest mistakes that you can ever make. Because you are not going, you're not taking advantage of an opportunity for you to leave your environment and see something else and let your mind expand. You'd rather stay in your environment closed in that box when you can actually leave your environment, go to a different city, different environment, different food, different people, all of these things. You got to be there. No excuses. Nano, but I don't have money. Bro, you still have 3 weeks to make it happen. Nano, but I don't know who I'm going to stay with. Find somebody. Nano, I don't have a ticket. Don't worry about the ticket. Buy the flight. Get out there. Be there in Arizona. Don't miss that for nothing in the world. You lose more money not going to that event than actually going to the event. And you will remember me if you end up going. Any event, make sure you're there. Don't miss that event for nothing in the world. Put it on a credit card. Ask your parents for $50 each, $100 each. Ask for it as an early birthday present. But whatever you do, do not miss that event because that's an opportunity for you to leave your environment. I'm telling you. Okay. So your environment is super key. Okay. And then the why is you. Sway is you. It all comes down to you. Everything. This whole process, everything that we are talking about here today, all of it comes down to you. It's all going to come down to you. But let me tell you something. There's something very, very important. Okay, let's focus up right here, fam. After 66 days, usually, right before you get the big blessing, this happens right here. There's a wall. There's a test. There's a test right here. And this test is usually the test of faith. Sometimes throughout the journey, there's going to be a block at some point. It's going to be a block. There's going to be an obstacle. It's going to rain. It's going to snow. Something is going to happen. You're going to wake up one day and somebody, all the birds try to eat up all your seed. It hailed, messed up your crops, right? There's always going to be a test throughout the journey. And some of these tests come at different times, right? For some, the tests come after the 21 days, right? For some, it comes after the 21 to 60 days. For everyone, it's different, okay? But at some point throughout the journey, okay, or even through maybe every time throughout the journey, you will be tested on your faith. You will be tested on if you truly believe that you will become this flower right here. do you truly believe that you can become that flower after 90 days? Do you truly believe it? Even though it's getting hard, even though it's too hot, even though it's too cold, even though you have the wrong people around you, do you truly believe that you can become that flower and that you can receive that harvest? Do you believe it? Your belief will be tested during this process, 100%. I'm telling you right now. The daily methods of operations are easy. The energy is easy. Developing an environment is a little bit more difficult. But you got to be able, at the end of the day, to pass the test of faith. Through the struggles, through the ups, through the downs, through the people leaving your business, through everything, are you going to be able to keep the faith and believe that everything is going to happen? That's the key. Alignment. 11:11. That's the key. If you pass the test of faith, you'll receive the flower and the harvest. If you don't, you'll be back to the beginning, which I've seen so many people it happen to so many people. They just didn't keep the faith. They didn't believe. They didn't believe they could do it. And you know what happens to most people? Most people can even reach step 4 in the process, and then it dies. I've seen it. I've seen people be a step away from greatness, 3 feet from gold, but they didn't believe. You guys will live to see it. You guys will live to see people who have all the potential in the world. You'll live to see people who were so close to getting the success that they wanted. And because they didn't trust, they didn't believe, they didn't have faith, it all goes away. And they never, ever become that flower. Listen to this, guys. I know people, listen to this. This is going to blow your minds right here. I know people personally that were at level 4, right? They were almost there. They were one step away from becoming multiple 6-figure earners. Listen to this. They were one step away from accomplishing their dreams of retiring their parents, traveling, living on the road, making multiple 6 figures, and even growing even more, and all of that, right? And I've seen people go from number 4 to nothing. I've seen people go from number 4 to Uber drivers. They were one step away. All they needed to do was pass the test of faith. And because they didn't pass the test of faith, they gave up. And instead of being one step away from becoming a multiple 6-figure earner and living the life of their dreams, they're now driving Uber. Nothing wrong with Uber. Uber is a great way to make money. But imagine being one step away from accomplishing all your dreams and then going and doing Uber. Like I said, nothing wrong with doing Uber. Nothing wrong with it. I know a lot of people on my team do Uber. A lot of my friends do Uber. Nothing wrong with it. But what I'm saying is, because the individual couldn't pass the test of faith, because they didn't believe, now they got to go do what everybody else is doing. Don't be that individual. Don't be that individual. Because you was right there. You were 3 feet from gold. All you had to do was keep going. All you had to do was trust that it was already done. But you lost faith. You lost the trust. And now you have to go back to doing what you were doing beforehand. And that's what people don't, that's what I want nobody on this call to do. Because right now, a lot of us, believe it or not, okay, a lot of the individuals on this call, fam, we are here. We're in this process. Like I said, I'm at level 3 right now. I'm at level 3 right here. I'll be at level 4 soon. But trust me, my faith is so strong. I know I'm going to be that flower 90 days from now. I know it for a fact. There is no doubt in my mind. There is nothing that will stop me from being that flower. Nothing. No test, no obstacle, no challenge, nothing could stop me from being that flower and from duplicating that flower all over my garden. Because it's not just about me becoming the flower. It's about me being surrounded by a bunch of other flowers, which is all of you guys on this call. And when we look back 90 days from now, end of 2022, and we have this big, beautiful garden filled with beautiful flowers, which are all of our growth, we're going to look back and be like, man, I am so grateful that my energy was always in the right place and I got my sun. You're going to be grateful that you did your daily methods of operation on a day-to-day basis and you watered your seed. You're going to be grateful that you put your seed in the right environment and you reprogrammed that subconscious mind on a day-to-day basis, and you believed in it and you protected it and you didn't allow nobody to pour no bad ingredients in it. And you, which is the why, and you made sure that this process was enjoyed. You made sure that you trusted that process. You made sure that you protected your garden. You made sure that you showed up every day. You made sure that you prayed every day, that you did your morning routine every day. You made sure that your energy was right every day. You made sure that you surrounded yourself with the right people every day. You made sure that you took the risk. You made sure that you help others. You made sure to trust the process. TTP, shout out my brother Fads. Trust the process. And that right there is the flower process, fam. When you understand that, your whole life can change. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to think about, now, how can I apply this on a day-to-day basis to myself? Some of us already do this subconsciously. Some of us already been doing this. We've all been doing this already. Seriously, a lot of us have. We've all been doing this. Just think about it. Our energy, think about how happy and grateful we are every day. That's the sun, the energy, right? The W, the water, daily methods of operations. For those who've been working every day, who've been showing up every day, Monday through Sunday, working on themselves, daily methods of operations, you're watering the seed every day, right? For those who have the right environment around them, for those who pay attention to who they're hanging out on a day-to-day basis, who's pouring massive ingredients to their mind, the ones that have their goal cards written all over their rooms and their desk and their laptops and walk around with it, and they've created their environment, they're in a good place. And then as long as that individual, you, is making sure that all of these things are always on point and always together, and you're ready for that test of faith when it comes, your whole life will change. Your life will change. Okay, fam. So never forget this. This is valuable, valuable information, fam. This is truly life-changing information if you allow it. It really is. It is life-changing information if you allow it, fam. All right. So with that being said, that wraps up today's call. If you guys got value from today's call, put a 444 in the chat box if you guys got value from today's call. Okay, if you got value from today's call, put a 444 in the chat box. Yes, 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 yes. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, please. I would really, really appreciate it. Send it out to a friend. Let anybody know about this call and how it happened. Wait, what's the why? The why is you. Y-O-U, you. Okay. You got value from this call, so subscribe to this channel. Like this video, fam. Everybody who likes this video, I always appreciate all the likes, everything like that. I'm very, very grateful for it. So appreciate all the love as well. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, Long Live Nano, okay, on Instagram and TikTok, okay, only one me. I will never ask you for money. Be careful for fake pages. Please report and block if you get any fake pages other than me. I have 55,000 followers. Anything less, anything more is fake. Okay. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is Live Love Nano. If you guys want to take a look at my podcast outside of this, you can follow me on Apple, Spotify's the Purple app. You can get me, Apple Music. You can find me on Spotify as well. You can find me on Spotify, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. It's all over. And then, yeah, that's all right there, fam. A quick prayer, and let's get out of here, fam. Quick prayer, everybody bow your heads and let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for blessing us with this beautiful, abundant Monday. We are so thankful for everything that you're doing for us each and every single day. Thank you for love. Thank you for protection. Thank you for guidance. Thank you for our health. Thank you for our families. Thank you for all that you provide for us on a day-to-day basis. You woke us up today and we are extremely thankful for it all. Today, we learned the importance of the process. And the flower process is a lesson that I love teaching to show individuals the process of becoming the best version of ourselves and the daily methods of operations that are needed from us as individuals in order for us to become better versions of ourselves. And, nothing can be possible without you, God. And, we don't ever want to take any credit for any of the things that we have on today, because honestly, none of this will be possible without you. None of these calls, none of the success, none of the challenges, none of the blessings that we have in our life today would be here without you, God. So we want to give you all your glory on this beautiful Monday morning and let you know that we are just extremely thankful for everything that you're teaching us and everything that you're helping us comprehend and understand on a deeper level. Trust me, people are getting more and more awake and more every day, God. And trust me, everything that's about to happen these next 3 months, we are more ready and more prepared than we've ever been to go out there and become the best versions of ourselves so we can fulfill our dreams, God. So just continue to lead the way for us, continue to guide us during this process. We are right here, right next to you, and we are stronger and more focused than we've ever been, Father. So let's go out there and have a blessed day and a blessed rest of the week. And we love you and we appreciate you. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 Okay, fam. So with that being said, that wraps up today's call. I love you all so very much, and I appreciate you guys all very much. I hope all of you guys enjoy the rest of your days. Stay focused, stay connected. Make sure you water your seed. Make sure that your energy is clean. And we're going to make sure that each and every single one of you guys, prepares for what it is. I'm going to be launching my e-commerce business on Wednesday again. Okay, we've had a lot of great people, who got started at the beginning of the month of August, and they've already got stores set up. They're ready to start making money this month of September. I know a lot of people missed the first wave of the e-commerce wave, but if you are truly interested in e-commerce and what it is that, we can do with buying and selling products online and creating your own store, I'm going to be launching it again on Wednesday, August 31st, right before the month starts. Okay, for maybe 10 or 15 people who want to get in again, fam. So be on the lookout for it. I'm going to be posting it on my story. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Mornings with Nano. And yes, MMX is coming very, very soon. All right, fam.